Pitchstorm is a party game for 3 to 12 people. Using cards, you need to pitch movie ideas to the studio executive to get your movie made. This copy was provided to us by Skybound Games in exchange for an honest review. This review will focus on 3 to 5 players, but I'll talk about games with 6 and more people at the end of the basics. One player is the studio executive, which I'll explain in a bit. Everyone else pitches movie ideas using cards. Let's look at those cards. Choose 3 character or 3 plot cards, pick one, and place it face down in front of you. Draw one card from the other deck and place it face down without looking at it. You now have one character and one plot card in front of you. Once it's your turn, flip and read both cards out loud. The executive will ask if you're ready, and then start the app timer. You'll have 45 seconds to make a movie idea using those cards. The executive draws 3 note cards as well. You don't have to use a note, but come on. Play starts with the player to the executive's left. Get the app ready and go. At some point, pause the player and the app. We usually do this with about 30 seconds left. Anyhow, read one of your note cards. You can do this in your own way or just read the card as it's written. If they want to win the round, they'll have to somehow change their idea so that it uses whatever you suggested. Put the used note card in front of you and draw a new one before the next pitch. At the end of the round, choose the best idea and give them a note card. It's worth a point at the end of the game. Now the next player is the executive. If playing with 6 or more players, split into teams. If there's an odd number of players, have the extra person join a team or see if they don't mind playing without a partner. The game ends when you want to end it. After a certain number of points, or maybe after everyone has been the executive, at least once. Use cards to pitch amazing movie ideas and try to figure out how to use the executive's suggestions. That's Pitchstorm. Pitchstorm can be played anywhere. We've played at our dining table and on our living room floor. Thanks to some card stands, we even had our friend Ariel join us from Ottawa over Skype. The game lasts as long as you want it to. With a large group, you might want everyone to be the executive once. With a smaller group, maybe you'll want to play up to 3 or 4 points. The mechanisms are as simple as any game I've played. Parents could take out certain cards with big words like authoritarian, and maybe a few other inappropriate cards such as those that talk about drugs. If you do that, I think kids 6 and up could play this as long as they can read. You could even make your own cards using the blanks that come in the box. Games like Pitchstorm generate so many stories. After all, that's the whole point of this. Here are some examples from our games. A by-the-book cop sells his soul to the devil to stop the romantic robot co-workers from disobeying the chief's orders. A mime escapes the French Revolution to steal the U.S. Declaration of Independence, only to be stopped by its guardian, a knockoff Godzilla. Robert, the TSA agent, appeared in 4 of our movie ideas. He started as an 8-year-old that stopped bullies at a chess tournament and ended when he died and returned from bear heaven. I mentioned in Family Facts that you can play Pitchstorm anywhere, including over Skype. That's awesome for people like us with friends and family all over the country. Not all games can do this. The app is neat because it beeps when time is running out, and there's music at the end, but it isn't needed. You can use any timer. You'd think that 45 seconds is enough time, but it's not. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mentioned in the basics that we pause around 30 seconds to give notes. That way, players still have some time to work the notes into the ideas, but they're going to struggle. Hearing them struggle is the most fun part of the game. People struggling is hilarious, but don't play with someone with no creativity. Even Grandma did really well here, but this isn't a game I'd play with my Auntie Jo. Not after seeing how she did in Poetry Slam. I love that the game can be as long or as short as you want it to be. If you just want to pass the time while supper's cooking, you can. Poetry Slam and Cartooner are a bit longer, which means this might hit the table more. We saw on Board Game Geek that there are a bunch of expansions. I hope the cards are family friendly. I know there are adult party games, but I think having something everyone can play is always a good plan. I don't recommend buying this if you only play with 3 people. Well, 3 isn't bad, but 4 is the lowest I'd go. There is downtime while waiting for your turn, especially since you can't look at your 1 card. If the game goes as planned, you'll be laughing during other people's turns, but watch out for kids getting bored, or teens and adults playing with their phones. I quite like Pitchstorm, especially as a filler between other games, or as one that starts or ends game night. It's silly, can help with vocabulary, and it's great for kids in drama like me because we get to work on our improv. Like most party games, it's not what I'd want to play all the time, but I'm really glad when we do play it. I think it falls a bit short of Poetry Slam and Cartooner, but it's still really fun.